AI is a very important topic. Everyone in the world is driven by what's going on. Um, a lot of people are excited, but they're not aware about it. My talk today is to the presidents, prime ministers, education ministers, human resource ministers, IT ministers, AI ministers of various parts of the world, CEOs, MDs, and founders of companies, and also concerned individuals. Well, yes, we live today in the AI age. That's the fact of life. But what will AI do to us? Have you given it a thought? I did. For the last couple of years, in my various global roles, I have looked at the world in digital age. A few years ago in Ethiopia, I launched a movement called Project Create, Internet for All, Livelihood for All. I still run that in the Internet Governance Forum, and I support that how to create jobs using technology. AI threw us a very different challenge. But as someone who has worked on policy making, who has worked at the intersection of technology and management, we figured out what to do. So I created the functional AI pyramid. The AI map to the functional integration as it progresses. This is original piece of work. You won't find it anywhere because I created this functional AI pyramid maturity model framework. And this is important for you to understand because it will help you navigate the AI age, create policies, education systems, and programs to make sure that your people are ready when AI affects them. There is other important point that I want you to understand. A lot of people say that AI will impact us in a decade. Well, that's very, very wrong. AI will impact us in this decade. So effectively shrinking our time from a decade to 3 years. But what it means as AI, I'm sure that next few minutes will get you a sense of clarity on what AI means and what it does to you, to your people. Let me walk you through this one slide. So, this is the AI functional pyramid, the AI maturity model framework that I developed. And I have mapped AI based on their functionality, the progressive integration in various sectors and domains. And the first level is the conversational AI that talks. I gave it the name of talkers. And I have also put in this model a timeline. So I'm not giving it open ended. So, in which years it will impact your people at scale or the world at large is what I'm showcasing you today and sharing with you. Of course, this is a part of the larger program that I run at the Academy of Digital Health Sciences for Healthcare, preparing healthcare leaders for what it entails to their organization, to the clinicians. But this pyramid applies to every single sector without discrimination. It is sector agnostic. It is important for you if you're a minister in your country or a prime minister. You should understand this. The timeline for this was 2015 to 2024. I used to be an advisor to the world's top corporation in a sector, and they had implemented chatbots over a decade ago. Today, if you buy anything online, you're actually speaking to a chatbot that is conversational AI, which is answering your query. It augments now and will replace later human communication. None of the AI companies will tell you you're going to get replaced because they have a reason, a selfish reason. They want you to believe that increases your productivity, it becomes better with time, it makes you a more productive person to earn more, which is so untrue. At the end of the day, when you are getting your emails checked, when you're getting your plans prepared, you are making that AI better. So this will help these companies reach a level of maturity and accuracy that they can go back to your employer and sell a digital twin of yours at probably few dollars a month, which companies will finally fall for as a matter of balance sheet. So, first level, talkers, and it impacts human communication. Next level, AI that thinks. There are AI systems that think like humans, and I give it the name of thinkers. Today, when you use any of the large language models, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it is Claude, it is Gemini or Grok, they're actually thinking. The timeline for this was 2023, 2025. That's why you have access to these models. It replaces human judgment. Why I say this? So if today you input any of your problems or your sheets and ask them, this a solution or a outcome from that, it will give you its judgment. It will add to your judgment. But this got fairly matured last year. So from human communication, it moved to the next level of human judgment. And the next level is autonomous AI. AI that acts. I give it the name of doers. It can do tasks on your behalf. Last year, I worked for one of the most celebrated entrepreneurs of our time in a domain. And I worked on creating a model with him that actually helped people interact as if they're talking to a real person. And trust me, it was indistinguishable that you were talking to a real person. It could do tasks on your behalf, line up your appointments. So it is doers. People also gave it the name of agentic AI. The timeline for this is 2025 to 2027. Started last year at scale, and I think by 2027 it will be fairly prevalent at scale all over the world. And why this is important for political leaders? All the layoffs that you're seeing now are just tip of the iceberg. Maximum layoffs will start or happen in 2027, because by that time, autonomous AI would have reached a very different level. What bothers me is what it replaces: human execution. So we started with human communication, moved to human judgment, and we have now human execution. You will be worried that, okay, this is really dangerous for humanity. Yes, it is. But the next level is mind boggling. Innovative AI. The innovating AI is AI that creates. So far, very few people have experienced this. I have given it the name of creators. This is going to be phenomenally different than what you have known as AI. And I can assure you one thing: you and I will not be doing the same things that we do today. Everything would have changed. Technology and technology corporations will be more powerful than the governments, because it will change every single sector. If you run a corporation, if you are a founder, trust me, you have to move fast. You have to catch up with this. The timeline for this is 2027, 2029. But what it impacts is where the magic is. I'm not sure if you can guess that. I wrote it in a book that I authored in 2019. It's Your Degree is Not Enough: Education for Gen Next, published by McGraw-Hill, where I taught that IQ to me is imagination quotient, not intelligent quotient. This will replace human imagination. Most of the things that you do today, you will not do that. Most of the products that you sell as a company, you will have a challenge. You will have a crisis of existence. It's time to catch up. I am not sure about other sectors, but for healthcare, we created a course for people to understand this pyramid, how to cope up with it. And that's why I put this particular slide free, and I'm happy to collaborate with other sectoral organizations what the model I have created to help you cope with the levels of AI. But there is one more AI level, and that is an AI system that can run your entire organization without people. I gave it the name of leaders. So we started with talkers, we went to thinkers, doers, creators, and now leaders. Pretty scary, isn't it? It is. But what if you mastered it? Whether you are a CEO, whether you are a prime minister, whether you're president, what if you mastered it? What if your people became AI enabled? You were not dependent on the five corporations that dictate you which model to use. The timeline for this is 2930. So by 2030, in the next 3 years, our world will be totally different. It will not be different because of AI. It will be different because you and I have to decide, will AI lead us or will we lead AI? That's your leadership. If you're the president or the prime minister of your country, if you're the CEO or managing director or chairman of your organization, that's the governance call you have to take. What do you want to do? This is replacing human leadership. So I think I have given you a walkthrough of the model that I created to tell the world, to tell the leaders at every single level, from talkers to thinkers to doers to creators and leaders. We are actually step by step replacing human communication, human judgment, human execution, human imagination, human leadership. Can we really augment it and keep our people? Because at the end, remember, we need work for every hand. The last thing we want is a crisis for which we have no solution. The tech companies barely end up paying taxes, but look at the cash they have stashed for themselves. I think all political leaders must wake up to this reality. When your big tech corporations and their government affair leads walked into your office, they sponsor your mega summits in government, give you foreign junkies, they're buying your conscience. You should not do that. I think the time has come for us to finally realize that AI is for our people. AI is something that we have to lead. AI has not to lead us. Let's work together. I'm open to collaborating. For healthcare, at least, I can say you don't have to do much. Go to digitalhealth.ac.in. There are courses that you can take to be future ready. We are working with governments, with their people to train them. And I'm happy to collaborate with parliamentarians across the world to make sure that we get you to understand in a very simple way. You need not know technology at all. That I can assure you. But let's create a happier, a prosperous, and a brighter future for all the citizens of this world, and not be overly dependent on those five big AI companies. I wish you all the very best.